Yo, boys, how we doing? Our unnamed Apex Jobber Fight Night with the main event of Manel Kape versus the fucking Gucci gang. We fucking lost tonight, but everybody else was an absolute nobody. Banger of a card, though. We did have some exciting fights on here. But starting off with the main event, we got Manel Kape chinning the fucking Gooch. Dude, our prediction was coming true. The Gooch was blitzing. He was taking Kape down. He was showing that he was the mixed martial artist. But Manel Kape showed that he was the better fighter by chinning the fucking Gooch in round 3 via a right hand straight out of hell that I didn't even fucking see. What we think?
Yeah, Horiguchi, he was looking really accurate. He was wobbling. He wobbled Kape quite a few times. He controlled Kape for 4 minutes in round 2,
I
right?
believe so, yeah.
4 minutes,
Something like
give or
that.
take. But he was looking super accurate. He was outstriking Kape at some points, I'd say. But Kape's got that, Kape's got that insane power. You can't make a mistake in front of him.
Yeah, that's true. He's definitely the hardest hitting 120. The hardest hitting 145 pounder. Who the fuck is that guy? Manel Kape is actually the hardest hitting 125 pounder. Now, Kyoji Horiguchi, like I said, he was making our prediction come true. Everything that we said he would do would come true. We knew though the fear was Kape would land the fluke one punch. We said the Gooch was going to be the more skilled guy, and he obviously was, and he obviously showed that. But we knew this was a possibility, and it ended up happening. Now, he was looking really good. Kyoji was blitzing in with the 1-2s. He would land shots off the brink of clinches. He would shoot for takedowns when, Kape would get a little bit too close for comfort. But Kape had the one shot. That's all it was. He had the one shot in round 3. He did fuck up his leg, actually. The Gooch checked a leg kick, and then Kape was, stumbling around on it a little weird. I think the Gooch got a little bit too comfortable, and then, Kape found his chin. But for Kape, I actually want to see a title shot next. I'm okay with seeing him sit out. I'm completely fine with that, honestly. We've seen him sit out before. And then, honestly, I think Van and Pantoja are going to fight pretty soon anyway. So it would only be, 9 months of sitting out? We've seen way worse than that get a title shot. And Manel Kape is one of, if not the most exciting guys in the division. And I think Josh Van fucking disposes of him pretty easily, honestly. I could see Josh Van TKOing him.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on the title shot. He's very well deserving. He knocked out Roy. He definitely deserves the title shot. I'm fine with him sitting out. I'd be worried. I mean, I was just saying it a couple minutes ago. Like, I would be kind of worried about the guy putting him in a title shot if I was the UFC. I mean, he's pulled out quite a few times.
He is known to miss weight.
Are you that confident in him making the 125 weight limit? But he does deserve a title shot, though.
And also, that sells a pay-per-view, bro. If you put Josh Van versus Manel Kape as a fucking co-main event to, let's say, I don't even know who'd be fighting in a main event slot at that point. Maybe Marab versus Jan 3. That would be no, that's gonna happen way fucking before Kape gets a title shot. I think Kape would get a title shot next year. Early next year, January, February 2027. If Pantoja wins, it's going to be a little bit longer because he's not as active as Van, but Pantoja's still relatively active. I think you do the title shot next for Manel Kape. That would be a fucking crazy banger co-main event, and then you don't have to worry as much about him pulling out because you still obviously have the main event at that point. And then you can just promote something else to the co-main. It's a sad day for the Gucci gang, but moving on, Ian Cutelaba versus Navajo Sterling. If Navajo Sterling ever fights a wrestler in his entire fucking life, he is absolutely screwed. He is fucked, dude. He's completely fucked. Takedown defense was ass. How many takedowns does he defend? 2 out of 7, bro. Against Ian Cutelaba, who's not the best comp.
Yeah, his takedown defense looked really bad, but he was looking really good on the feet. It started off with Cutelaba on a pretty tight submission at some points in the sub. It was pretty tight. Sterling ended up getting out of it, and it was a pretty close first round. You know, it could have went either way in my books. But then the second round, it started off with Sterling absolutely rocking Cutelaba, and for some reason Sterling shot a takedown.
It worked though. It worked, right? No, it didn't work. I'm stupid. My bad.
Nah, I mean, Sterling ended up in another close sub position. It wasn't that close, but this was very weird finishing sequence. Cutelaba just covered up. He didn't get hit with anything like heavy. Sterling just teed off for him for like 10 seconds until they called the fight. It was just a super weird finishing sequence.
Yeah, do you know who you'd want Navo Sterling to fight next? Do you think
I mean,
a shot at the rankings possibly?
Yeah, I'd like to see him have a shot at the rankings. I think if the UFC was smart, they would give him a striker because they don't want to kill him as an undefeated prospect. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's 5-0 in the UFC, I believe, right now. So he's on a nice little run. I think he definitely deserves a shot in like the very weak division of light heavyweight.
Yeah, this would add a little bit of flair, a little bit of pop to the light heavyweight division because they did just lose Alex Pereira. They lost Jamal Hill. Love him or hate him, Jamal Hill is a hilarious addition to the light heavyweight division. Lost another hilarious addition in Johnny Walker. And dude, at the top of the division, you have Big Ank, Carlos Olberg, Yuri being locked out of the title picture. They need something to spark up the division. They need like, you know, a prospect to fucking spark this shit up. So I would like to see Navo Sterling at the, given a shot at the rankings. Maybe a fucking, why am I blanking on his name? Maybe like a Krylov if he loses to Whitaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or maybe they just throw him against like Zhang Mingyang. You know, just like absolutely just scrap Mingyang. I'm not sure if he's still ranked, but like someone who has that name value.
I would pick Navajo Sterling to chin Zhang Mingyang pretty confidently. Like he's a lot better than Zhang Mingyang.
They could probably throw like Sterling, Zhang Mingyang as like co-main on the China card in August for like Umar Song or something.
Yeah. Sounds good. Moving on, let's go to Hyder Emil versus Christian Rodriguez. Pretty close fight betting odds wise that we actually got right. Fucking clap it up, guys. Round 1 submission. This is a great performance from Christian Rodriguez, actually. He looked really good in this fight. Landed a head kick that they said would make Rufus proud. I believe, right? That was him?
Yeah, his former coach.
And then his former coach was also, I believe, named Rufus or something like that. And, you know, he had to switch gyms because his coach died. He had this whole, like, sob story, backstory. And it was actually, like, it's actually sad. I'm not making fun of the guy. And then he goes out there. He has a great performance. He was landing the bigger shots. I believe he got the takedown to get the sub, or did he drop? Yeah, he got the takedown to get the sub.
He dropped him off the head kick.
He dropped him as well, but he did get a takedown too. Yeah, he drops him off. Yeah, I remember now. He drops him off the head kick, jumps on a sub, gets the sub, and then actually did land ground and pound after he was out, which is a little bit, it's a little bit cheeky, as Michael Bisping would like to say, but, you know, it is what it is. He had a really good performance. I'm actually really impressed with that.
Yeah, I'm also impressed by the performance. He was setting up that head kick the whole entire fight. You could see he was doing really good job of kicking. He was landing good kicks on the body, which was just slowly lowering. And then he just threw up a head kick, landed flush, shin right on the head. I mean, anyone's getting dropped by a flush head kick like that.
Yeah, So I'd like to see him get somebody close to the rankings next. Featherweight's a really deep division, so I wouldn't like to see him get a ranked opponent just yet. But somebody like 1 or 2 fights away from the rankings. I don't think he's gonna go crazy far, but if he improves, he definitely could, because this was a nice performance. I like this.
I really don't have anything to add on that fight. I mean, it was pretty clear cut, quick fight. He looked pretty good in the win. I think that's good for him to get like another fight or 2 fights before he gets a ranked opponent.
Yeah, completely agreed. Melsik Baghdasaryan versus fucking Murtazali Magomedov. Dude, I watched this guy's fights on some like Russian promotion or whatever as like the film study for him before we did our picks video, and I was like, this dude is fucking ass, bro. He's getting dropped by regional jobbers. What the fuck? But he goes out there and he completely fucking demolishes Melsik Baghdasaryan. Like, way worse than Gene Silva did. I was like, holy shit. And he gets a fucking twister on him. I was like, okay, never mind. I completely changed my opinion on this guy. Featherweight division is already stacked. This guy is another prospect. Listen. I'm not saying that he's going to be like top 5. I'm not saying he's going to be champ. I see this guy getting to the top 10 though. This guy is good. Okay? This guy is fucking good. I was super impressed with this. I even said to Brandon while we were watching, I'm like, wow, that's actually really impressive. Like, that's fucking crazy to do that to, Melsik Baghdasaryan, who's, he's not crazy, right? But going from getting dropped by random Russian jobbers and taking these guys to, like, competitive 3rd rounds or whatever, to doing that to Melsik Baghdasaryan, just completely shitting on him and disposing of him by submission in 1 minute, I'm like, holy fucking shit. In a UFC debut, that's pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Last name was completely justified. Whatever relation he has to Habib, he's been promoted from like 3rd cousin to 2nd cousin. Brandon, what did you think of this performance?
Yeah, I thought the performance was really good. This entire fight night had a crazy run for featherweights.
It did.
This entire main card. But yeah, I mean, Magomedov, he's shown good submissions. He's shown good power. He's a good finisher. I think he will have success in the featherweight division, like you said. It is a very good debut for him, with a nasty submission.
So gross. It was 1 of 7, right?
I'm not sure the official
stat. It's either 1 of 7 or it's like 1. It might be 1 of 4, dude. I can only think of 3. But yeah, anyway, great performance. Nasty submission by Magomedov. So, moving on. Got Vinicius Oliveira, the fucking GOAT, dude. You know what? Brandon, what did you say about this performance from Vinicius Oliveira?
Yeah, I thought this Vinicius Oliveira performance was amazing.
No. What did you say it was?
He had he had shades of Yuri. He had his hands down. He was doing the same kind of body movements as Yuri. He was just throwing bombs against Philly up against the cage. It was a very, not a clean performance, but it was a very dominant performance.
Yeah, dude. Brandon thought he hurt his foot, his right foot. Like, he thought he stepped on it weird or checked a kick. What was the...
It was a checked kick. Yeah. It was a checked kick in, like, the first round. He threw a leg kick, pulled back, and then he stumbled, and then he was limping around. I still think he probably hurt his foot. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he posts on Instagram later tonight of, like, him in, like, a boot or, like, him with a broken foot. I do think he hurt it early in the...
Yeah. I did like when he was doing this. This was a lot like Yuri's, like... He just had his fucking hands out, like, literally 2 feet away from him. That was kind of crazy. Yeah. He did look a lot like Yuri in this fight. You know, a Brazilian featherweight Yuri out there. He's good, man. He's really good. This is a good win for Mario Blatisto. I don't think he hurt his foot. I didn't really know what he was talking about. I didn't think he was stepping on it weird or anything like that. So, it didn't look like it to me. Maybe he did, and I just didn't see it. But there are people on Twitter bitching about the stoppage, and they're saying, you know, oh, he's featherweight Cyril Gane, and he's fucking doing these illegal back of the head shot elbows. Dude, I think those were definitely on the border. They were bordering. They were like, maybe they're hopping over the border. Maybe they're staying on their side. Who knows? But I thought they were just barely clean. I'm not. Listen, if you're complaining about that, I'm actually. I don't really have a problem with you complaining about that. If you're complaining that Herb Dean didn't stop it, dude, Michael Chandler did way fucking worse against Charles Oliveira, dude. Michael Chandler did way worse. Cyril Gane did worse too. Cyril Gane does worse in every single one of his fights. I don't know how intentional those were. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. But I don't think they were that bad, especially with how wild and chaotic. And also, dude, the round's about to end, bro. You have to think about that. He's trying to get the finish as hard as he fucking can because he doesn't have that good a cardio. We saw it against Mario Blatisto. He does not want to go to a round 3. So, good performance, nasty performance by Vinicius Oliveira. A bit of a war, actually, a bit of a scrap. Andre Philly definitely touched him up. Isn't his name like Touchy? Isn't his nickname Touchy or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. He had some weird nickname like that. But yeah, Andre Philly touched him up a little bit. But yeah, good performance from Vinicius Oliveira. I would actually like to see him get somebody ranked next because he was ranked at bantamweight. He just took out an unranked featherweight. I would like to see him get a jump up to the rankings now. But yeah,
maybe just him against Josh Emmett.
Josh Emmett. That'd be a good fight for him. I don't want to see him go against or Dan Ige. Is Dan Ige still ranked or no?
No, Josh Emmett is there.
I'd like to see one of those two, you know, or fuck it, dude, just put him against Pitbull. Like Pitbull, Emmett, or Dan Ige. I would like to see Vinicius Oliveira fight. Don't give him another Mario Blatisto type of jump up. You have anything to add for your GOAT, Brandon?
No, I'm good.
All right. Dude, are you fucking with me? I almost picked fucking Borjas, bro. I was like, why is this fucking guy a minus 600 favorite against anybody? And Kevin Borjas, we were watching film on him. I'm like, dude, he looks kind of good. I said it in the video. Literally, both of us, dude. We picked Andre Lima because we're like, oh, he's a minus 600 favorite. It's got to be for some type of a reason. And I even said, is it a good reason? Probably not, but there has to be some kind of a reason. And I fucking picked this guy, dude. God damn it. I was so mad. I was so mad about this. He was doing the Jake Paul method, jogging around the octagon. And he gets to fucking win against Andre Lima. I also do want to say, he was definitely faking the pain that he was in from the nut shot. He was trying to get more time. I'm 100% certain because he's rolling around on the floor like, And then 2 minutes later, he's jogging around the octagon. He's completely fine, fucking jabbing him up, 1-2, going to the body, slipping, ripping, dipping. Like he was completely fine 2 minutes later, and he's rolling around on the floor like, 2 minutes earlier, he's grabbing his fucking dick. And then 30 seconds later, he's completely fine. Like, doing the Jake Paul fucking jog around the cage. That was a crafty vet move. Get more than his full 5 minutes. He got more than the full 5 minutes, but yeah, overall, I'm mad I didn't pick this fucking guy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a win for Borjas. I'm not rating it highly at all.
Neither am
I mean, he took the guys up, but he missed weight by 3 pounds. It's really it's pretty unacceptable in the highest promotion.
Dude, Lima's bigger than him too. He was a lot smaller than Lima, and he missed weight.
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, he missed weight by 3 pounds.
Dude, I don't know what it is with these fucking. He's from Peru, but like these, Hispanic guys are missing weight. I don't know what's up with them. Like Mexicans, Peruvians missing weight and shit. I don't know what's going on.
Food's too good, I guess.
Yeah, dude, it is pretty good. I like me a quesadilla every once in a while.
But there was really nothing in this performance that impressed me.
Yeah, I wasn't super impressed with it either. I was kind of just like, yeah, I said this Andre Lima guy sucked. I was like, there's no reason he's a fucking 6-1 favorite, and I almost picked the other fucking guy, and I didn't do it. I didn't have the balls. I need to man up and pick 6-1 underdogs when I actually think they're gonna win. This is the only time I've ever thought that. It would have been so fucking cool. Dude, I would have been fucking awesome if I picked this shit to happen. And I wanted to pick him too. But yeah, moving on. We're not talking about this shit. There was one. Yeah, you wanted to talk about this, right?
Yeah, just the Michael Aswell and the Levon fight. So we can just go up one real quick.
Got you.
This fight was a war, and this was another minus 400 who lost on this fight card.
Dude, 2026 is the year of the upset, bro. I'm kind of done. The upsets are low-key. This is a rant for another video, but the upsets are kind of making the sport look bad.
Yeah, I mean, this was a really good fight. Aswell, he was coming out with his volume like he always does. And he had some good success, but these guys, they were just trading. In the first 2 rounds, they would use grappling just to land a shot off of it. Like, one person would shoot a takedown just so they could land like an uppercut off a takedown. And then they really weren't even trying to get the takedown at all. It was a banger Apex fight. You know how it gets with these unranked jobbers. And it's good to see Ilya back in the win column over there.
Yeah, this was a good fight night overall for the Apex. Like, in terms of how the fights played out, we had a pretty good main card. Like, this fight, it wasn't very good. This fight was really good. This fight was, a phenomenal performance for him. This fight was a good performance from him. This fight was, an exciting KO. And then this was a good-ass TKO from Manel Kape. And it was, a somewhat exciting fight before that, too. But somebody who was not so exciting, Leon Shablazian, bro. Oh, my goodness.
This fight started off. The guy landed one. Fucking Levon, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. He landed one leg kick, clearly hurt Shabazzian right away. And then just landed 2 shots to the body. No, he landed one leg kick, then he landed a straight punch up top. Then he just threw another leg kick, 2 shots to the body, and it was just over. I don't know why the UFC signed the Shabazzian guy. If it's because it's his brother or what. I mean, the guy was 12-4 coming into the UFC.
Ass.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably getting cut, tonight. That was a rough one, but boy, it was a good fight to turn the fight night card onto.
I do want to talk about this. This makes it even funnier. See, look at this right here that my mouse is on in the middle of your screen.
Yeah.
See how they both have regular pictures with color? No picture here. And then black and white for Shablazian. 0-1, 0-0, 0-0, 0-1, 0. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know what you thought about this fight night down in the comments below. Make sure to like while you're there and subscribe. Thank you so much. See you boys in the next one. Bye-bye.